Welcome back to Sportsworld, coming to you from the Copa America in Venezuela. Now, the World Cup will be coming to South America in 2014. Brazil are the only bidding nation, so no prizes for guessing exactly where it's going to end up. But the race to host the Winter Olympics in the same year is just a little bit tougher, as Wayne Hay reports.
This race isn't about speed or strength.
Sochi 2014's primary legacy will be for all of us.
It's about bold statements.
Salzburg offers the Olympic movement something money can't buy.
It's about promises and selling points.
We call it the dream of Pyeongchang. Now we would like to share this dream with you and bring the dream to the world.
And it's about meetings, getting in front of those who will vote for who should host the Winter Olympics in 2014. These are nervous times for the three bid cities. The recent coming together of the International Olympic Committee in Beijing was their last chance to impress before they regroup in Guatemala. The favourite in the tight three-way race appears to be Pyeongchang in South Korea. They say they've bounced back bigger and stronger after staging an unsuccessful bid to host the 2010 Games.
저는 2010년도에도 유치를 주도했고 그때 아깝게
Based on this previous experience, I believe Pyeongchang 2014 is presenting a more advanced and more prepared bid this time around. This bidding process and the race is not predictable, so personally, I feel a bit nervous, but what I believe is that we need to do our utmost until the final moment.
Their concept was praised by the IOC's Evaluation Commission. 4 out of the 11 competition venues are already in place. And the South Koreans are also playing the political card. Pyeongchang is in Gangwon province, which extends across the border into North Korea.
IOC가 추구하는 목표.
I believe this will offer the world a great opportunity to further increase cooperation and peace in the Korean peninsula, but also contribute greatly to world peace. And this is where the IOC and the IOC members can make a meaningful contribution.
They've played an aggressive game. They upset their rivals in Beijing when they erected a banner just outside the hotel where many of the IOC members were staying. Some claimed it was against IOC rules, but the banner stayed. And the Russians also gave new meaning to the term advertising space. Just one indication that money doesn't appear to be a problem for the Sochi bids.
1 year ago, Russian government adopted a special federal target program with a total amount of $12 billion to invest into the entire region that will comprehensively redevelop Sochi and neighboring locations.
In fact, the budget for their bid alone is $27.5 million. But they appear to be running third in the race. They were only given a very good rating for their proposal by the Evaluation Commission, who were concerned that Sochi would need to build all venues from scratch. Among their bid team is someone who's well accustomed to winning, though, and he thinks it's time the Games made their first appearance in Russia.
Well, in my opinion, Russia was ready well before this time. It's just a matter of, I would say, unification around this project, around this goal, I would say.
Of the people? Does it have the backing of the people?
It has the backing of the people, it has backing of everybody. Federal government, local government, regional government, everybody is supporting the bid.
Which is something the Austrians struggled with early on. Salzburg locals were initially against their city going for the Games again after they too missed out on 2010.
Quite frankly, the beginning of this bid was a bit rough. Now we have approval rates over 80%, so I'm in the comfort zone.
Salzburg's concept was also praised by the IOC, but they raised concerns about their budget. They're planning to spend $552 million less than Sochi and $292 million less than Pyeongchang. Mind you, they do have 7 out of 11 venues already in place, and they're also campaigning heavily on Austria's winter sports culture.
What we can offer is the atmosphere, is the excitement, is the true Olympic spirit that comes across even if you turn on your TV screen. You see it there in the original alpine setting with the enthusiastic crowds at the finish line and off also the arena. So what we can offer is the Olympic spirit, and I think that's also something that counts.
Whether emotion is enough remains to be seen. The race is nearing the finish. The champion will be crowned on July the 4th. Then the hard work really begins. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera.
Well, football's got everyone's attention in Venezuela just at the moment, but it's the sport of baseball that really gets passions going here. It was brought to the country by American oil workers in the early 20th century, and it's a sport that Venezuelans immediately took to. They've been getting excited about it and excelling at it ever since. Forget football, it's with baseball that Venezuela's sporting power and passion truly rests. At no time is that more evident than during matches between fierce rivals, the Caracas Lions and Magallanes of Valencia. The game arrived in Venezuela with migrating United States oil workers in the 1920s. Its subtleties and nuances were rapidly embraced by the locals. Before long, the country was exporting world-class players back to North America. You won't find a Venezuelan Hall of Fame for football, but you will find one that celebrates their baseball stars. More than 200 Venezuelans have now played in the American major leagues. It all started with this chap, Alejandro Carrascal, who joined the Washington Senators way back in 1939. He was apparently a bit bigger and more mobile in those days. These young players have already taken the first step in following Carrascal, signed by no less a team than the New York Mets to join their academy in Venezuela. The Mets, just one of many North American teams spending millions of dollars spotting and developing the best talent in the country. These young hands all gripping tightly to the hope that one day they'll be wearing this kit for real in a major league match.
They have the dream that some days they can become one of them and make some money and have a better life. We have some more things they can do because we have a good source of employees or stuff like that. But baseball definitely is the job that everybody, every young guy would like to have.
There's already big money at stake. 20-year-old pitcher Phillips Orta received a $200,000 signing-on fee and has already spent some time in the States playing at junior level. He's now set to return there and further progress his Mets education.
Everybody knows it's really difficult to play baseball. Right now I don't feel pressure because I've been 2 years in the United States. I saw how they can play baseball. I know I have good talent to play this sport. I feel great right now.
And self-confidence is something all these players will need to hold on to in the coming months.
Usually, it's a few percentage of them who really can make it. About 100 guys, only 10% are able to get out of the country to play in the United States, and a few percentage are able to become major league players.
I used to know a little bit good.
Victor Davalijo is one man who certainly did have what it takes. A legend of the Venezuelan game, he played for 6 major league teams and finished his career at the LA Dodgers. He has some advice for the country's new generation of players.
Working. Your mind, your mentally got to be there, but working. That's the best you can be. Best player. That's the only way. Working every day. Trying to correct yourself on whatever you've been doing wrong. Today you did it wrong. So tomorrow you have to come early to the ballpark and trying to correct.
They're words that do seem to be resonating, from the children playing with bottle tops and canes in the streets to Phillips and his teammates straining every fibre to take their chance at the Mets Academy. Remember, you can keep up to date with all the latest sports news at our website. That's at aljazeera.net/English. You can also let us know what you think about the show. Next week, we're coming to you from Indonesia ahead of the Asia Football Cup. But that's it for this edition of Sports World from Caracas.